or just be yourself. If people don't like it, if you're being yourself, fuck them.
Welcome to another episode of the Noize Podcast. If you haven't yet, follow us on the big three, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at the Noize Podcast. And make sure you follow everything Beat Network at beatnetworkonline.com. I am Big Los.
Your man Jay Alonzo, what's going on, man?
How you doing, sir?
It's been an interesting week, to say the least.
An interesting week.
Yeah, to say the least. A lot of stuff we'll cover today. How are you?
You know, Rick Rossing it. I don't even know what other way to go about it. You know, it's been a long week, and you know, hopefully the week is also productive as well. Even though we're recording this on a Tuesday and it's coming out on a Wednesday, we apologize for the lateness. Yeah, man, life be lifing.
Life be lifing indeed. But the more we work hard at it, the easier things will be, and the more we can look back on these times and be like, you know what? I got through that shit, so I'm laughing.
Or we cry. We will see which one happens.
Laugh now, cry later.
Dog, I saw this hilarious ass story on IG. I'm actually about to try to pull it up. I think it was on the Shade Room, come to think about it. How would you feel if somebody showed up with 25 of their relatives to your blind date?
That's the craziest thing, because shout out to Race to Jim, because I was literally on her show this morning in which we covered that exact topic.
Oh, so you saw it?
I saw it. It was a blind date to where the dude pulled up and the chick pulled up with like 23 of her family.
First and foremost, was that a carpool? Like, it had to be a bus. Like,
y'all had to reserve the whole joint. But the mitigated gall to be like, all right, so you got to pay for mom, pops, grandma, uncle, cousin Scooter, you know what I'm saying, the baby, the maid. Everybody got to get in on something. You know what I'm saying?
First and foremost, if you showing up with a maid, you clearly got the bread to pay for these here. What was the Jacksons in a sense?
Well, no, but what makes the whole story even more ridiculous was that when the bill came, they expected him to foot the bill.
$3,100. $3,100.
This is no longer a date, nigga. This is a business meeting.
This is
a family reunion.
This is rent for a real nice apartment or house,
you know
rather.
What I mean?
And you know, first of all, I'm be honest with you, I do think that this story is fake.
Nobody in their right mind would just they bring their entire family fucking tree to a blind date
just to test his generosity. Now, I didn't look into the story hella. Like I said, I just really came across it on IG while pulling stories for this episode. But I'm like, the only way that would make sense is as if dude got bread and she knew he had bread and was like, listen, we going to a pretty decent little restaurant or whatever. I know y'all ain't had steak in a while.
Well, if that was the case, then you fucked yourself, shawty, because even if he had bread to pay for you and your 23 kinfolk, what makes you think he was down to pay for you and your 23 kinfolk?
Listen, man, the mitigated gall, as you would say, to even pull up with that energy. First of all, I applaud it. Secondly, you know that box must be boxing. If you felt like 23 of your kin was able to eat.
But if it was a blind date, though.
But that's the confidence that she had.
That's a lot of fucking confidence.
Listen, I guarantee you. Listen, you don't open up with 23 people.
You ain't never had no $3,100.
You build to 23 people. So at one point she had a blind date and showed up with her friend who was there to just watch after her. And dude was like, you know, tell your homegirl, you know, she can come get a plate too. Like, oh, okay, you know what I'm saying? That's gas. That's you know, we appreciate that. She gave him the kitty, and then ever since then, the nigga was like, "No, whatever you want." She said, "Okay, bet. There's some gold in these here mines." So then the next blind day, she showed up, had 3 or 4 of them kind of on standby.
Let me stop it right there. There is no next blind date.
Oh no, it wasn't that guy. It was another guy.
Oh, so she's done this before.
I don't know. Listen. This is just my theory. I'm throwing this out there.
Okay. I was like, wait a minute. So after that first blind date, there is no second blind date. I'm no longer blind. I see what the fuck is going on.
Serial dating is a real thing. So I'm saying you don't open up with 23. You build towards it. So that second blind date, 3 or 4 of them was watching, and then that dude ended up saying the same thing. She said, "You know what? Bet I got the goods. You remember we went to the Kendrick concert and the whole time what was it? What was he in search for? The light or the what was Kendrick in search for at the concert? What turns out to be the box.
As far as the theme of the show?
Yeah. I want to say it was the light, but I could be wrong. If you went to the Kendrick Lamar Damn tour in Las Vegas, very specific. Well, I'm pretty sure he did this for all of it, for the entire tour. What was he looking for? But anyway, I'm pretty sure it
was very likely it was the box he was looking for.
She thought that that's what it was, that when her drawers dropped, the heavens sang and the earth shook. And from then on now, she was like, I have what it takes to feed my family. I'm going to save my community. I'm going to do all these. I'm going to do what these. So what we don't know is she may have been one of the greatest philanthropists ever. Because she was like, it could have been a bus of poor and disenfranchised people, AKA her cousins. And she was trying to make sure that the community ate. She was looking out for the community.
Well, this took place in China, right? And while I've never been to China, but I can tell you, me being an American citizen and me being on a date with somebody I probably either 50-50 shot I caught with her for a second time. I've been in a position to where I'll go out with somebody and like they'll pull up to the spot, but they got a cousin with them or a friend with them. I'm more like, what's this?
What's going on here?
And that's just one person. You had 23 more with you? I'm kind of low key want to fight now. Like you got the fucking nerve to bring your whole family tree with you?
In my life, I've only been on one blind date.
The babies too?
Oh, they ate good too. Just kind of wrap up this story before I go into even though my blind date story isn't even in anything of any kind of importance. So I guess I can kind of tell it first. I've only been on one blind date in my life. And let me tell you, that is the most nerve-wracking thing in the world because first I'm like, I don't know what this person looks like. I'm really just trusting the homie that's really putting me on. And on the other end, it's like, what if they pull up and they not chubby chasers? So the person that put me on, shout out to Shauna, aka Stilts. I should have known because Shauna about 6'5". She's not 6'5". She's like 5'10". Right. But I should have known that she hung with like giants. So she put me on to, I believe she was a volleyball player. Unfortunately, I can't remember her name. I know she doesn't listen to the show anyway. So we ended up going to the movies or whatever. Now I'm already sitting there insecure because she about 6'1", 6'2". I can only imagine if she just showed up with the rest of the LA Sparks, and now we got this whole situation here where I look like a coach. Like we just here trying to see who's trying to run a pickup game. Low key, I don't even care about this movie.
They look down on you like, so you having a good time?
Right. Hey, little man.
Having a good time.
You got us, right? First of all, I am 5'11". Look, around this, I'm like 5'11". I am 5'11", bitch. You gonna respect me.
Do not just disrespect me like that. Like,
don't even start that.
I punch kneecaps like with the best stuff.
I kick the shit out your shit, and guess what? We out of aisle here.
Guess what? See me now.
But yeah, so I say that to say, ain't no way in hell you show up with the people. You showed up with the gang and was like, nah, you gonna take care of us.
Oh, yeah?
Nah. I hope when he left, I hope he left slow. Like, I hope he didn't sneak out. I hope he, backed his chair, remain firm eye contact. You know the eye contact you make when you're speaking to a large room? That kind of eye contact, because 23 people is a large fucking room. Maintain eye contact. Chucked them heavy deuces and kept that shit moving.
It's almost like he got the bill, told the waiter, yo, come in, bro. See that chow man right there? That's your boy. The rest is on them. He pays for his meal. All right, y'all, it's been fun. Goodbye.
Fuck that. You want to know why? Because you showed up with that much confidence in you to bring 23 people. Now, y'all divide that chow man amongst them 23 bills. Y'all got it. My shit's 1736. I did the calculations. I'm Chinese. But y'all can take care of that. Trust me.
Yeah, but you should pay for my goddamn bill, actually.
And my Uber to get back to the crib. And I don't even need an Uber. I drove. I got to figure out a way to get back here. But my petty, My petty won't allow me to leave without getting a little something on the way out. Listen, just don't go on blind dates, y'all.
It's just, and then if you do, if he or she shows up with more than just them, that's a problem.
Man, fuck that. She come through with 23 people. You Robert? Nah. My name Quincy. I ain't even hungry, and then just leave.
Why am I here?
I ain't even know what I'm here for. I thought I was hungry, but I lost my appetite. I'm gonna break up out of here. Nah, I thought that shit was wild, dude. And I thought that was also extremely, extremely bold. I'm trying to see if
it's bold and in a weird way, really fucking disrespectful. Like
I respect it though.
I mean, I respect it, like just to have the boldness to do it, to have the gall to do it, but to pull up with the whole tree, the whole lineage that got you to where you are, like grandma pulled up and everybody, like that's bold. That's bold. I would have got what's left.
I need the collection of like who exactly were these people? Like were they all family? Were they some of them friends?
And you would think with 23 people, there's at least a picture somewhere of the night.
You know, it had to be like even more like upsetting. It's like you said, the kids got to eat too. Someone probably had the audacity to bring their kid up in there. Can you imagine watching 23 motherfuckers walk in and one of them hold the kid in? Nah, you already thought you was gonna eat free.
I'll feed you and that little nigga. No,
hey man,
bro,
I'm out. Y'all
y'all
have a great night. At 23 people, you don't just build like you don't just text 23 people and they all just show up. Nah, y'all playing this. When the date was made, the date was made.
Where was the meetup for this? The restaurant or like somebody's crib and y'all kind of
had to be the restaurant. Nah, you ambushed me because them niggas ate too. It was a $3,100 bill. Nigga, that's an ambush. We had the crib.
But he left her with the bill.
Yo, can you imagine us meeting at the crib and walking this 23 days like, oh, damn, y'all having a whole party. All right, you ready to go? You turn around and say, all right, y'all, but you turn around and everybody putting on their jacket. they fixing the kids' jacket like, oh, party over? what y'all about to get into? Oh, nigga, what we about to get into? Where we? I heard
what you, daddy?
I heard we was getting some steaks. I'm with it. Y'all niggas can get some steakums. y'all trying to make a Philly? Y'all can go that route if you like to.
We're not even going that route, bro. I'm sorry. You think we're going that route? We're not going that route. And I dare one of you motherfuckers say, "Oh, but you sheep?" No, I'm just not stupid.
I'm just not dumb. I don't even think that's stupid. I think that is just desperate, and I got the bag. That's the only two things that could really be. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get into this or that. This or that. So I have two of them. Somebody came unprepared.
We pushed recording back so many times. I forgot that this is even a part of the segment.
How? We've done this on every show you've been a part of.
I know. I was like, damn, I have no this or that ready at all.
It's just a terrible lie, and I'm keeping that in.
Keep it in.
But my first this or that question. You can go back in time. You clearly have the funds to do so. You're of age to do so. Which concert are you attending? Are you going to the Hard Knock Life tour or the Up in Smoke tour? And I mean the Hard Knock Life tour from the Backstage DVD. Enjoy.
That's hard. No, I'm gonna say, as much as I love Hov, DMX, rest in peace, miss that guy dearly. I gotta stick with the West Coast roots and go Up a Smoke tour. And the reason why, you probably don't remember this, but years ago, years ago, when Up a Smoke came to Vegas, I had tickets to go. I had a ticket to go.
I remember thinking like, this is an all ages show.
It's definitely not an all ages show. But turns out, I guess for the Vegas show, all ages were there. I'm not sure if they got in, if the people that was doing security realized that it was all ages there, but it was definitely all ages there. But the person that had a ticket for me said that I couldn't go. We were just too young to go. And I've always regretted that day. I've always wanted to catch that shit live.
It's not much to regret. You couldn't go.
I just couldn't go. But the fact that, Ho was my favorite rapper, And what they've done on backstage is just, I wish I could be there for that. That's fantastic. I'd rather be backstage. I'd rather be backstage for both concerts, really. But out of the two, I think I would rather be able to attend Up in Smoke tour.
So, I think I'm gonna differ on this one with you because I think I'm gonna do backstage, even though I loved the Up in Smoke tour. Even though that was just legends upon legends before some of them were already in the legendary category. Eminem was really just getting to come up. I still would have done backstage only because I had more of a familiarity with those records at that time. Like, don't get me wrong, you had the full Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre catalog, which, no one can sleep on at all. You had Eminem, the 2 albums at the time, and was it 2 albums or 3 albums at the time?
At the
was
time,
it just
I think Marshall Mathers had just dropped because I think his closer was Slim Shady during his set.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Marshall Mathers had just dropped. Yeah,
I feel like at the time there was just more music on the backstage tour because it was DMX, Jay-Z, Method Man, and Redman. And I keep calling it the backstage tour, but it was the Hard Knock Life tour.
Yeah, X, Hove, Meth and Red, State Property.
State Property, yeah. I think Dipset did some shows.
No, Cam wasn't even really Rockefeller yet. So at that time, yeah, Cam wasn't Rockefeller yet. No, I think that's your include with the DJ, the tour DJ, essentially the host.
Yeah, I think I would have done that one just because that was probably like the most current at the time. You know what I mean? Not and not because the songs were quote better than what was being delivered at Up in Smoke tour, but it's with the Up in Smoke tour, you were gonna get a pretty wide range of folks there.
Right.
Because by that time, all niggas was 20 years in the game, except for him.
Right.
Hard Knock Life tour, that would have been our range. So I know it would have been, to me at least at that time, and thinking in that mindset, that one probably would have been more enjoyable from a crowd standpoint.
I get it. I definitely get it. But I just feel like the Up in Smoke tour already came with enough history prior to that show to where, this is like, I think Chronic 2001 just dropped. You know what I'm saying? It had just dropped. M was on the way, correction. It had already been out. M was getting ready to come out. And that overall bill was Dre, Snoop on the same headlining hour time, M, Cube, Warren G. Now, these are people who had actual sets. Not to mention, Exhibit came out. If I'm thinking correctly, Devin the Dude came out.
He did.
He did. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then Nate Dogg, who R.I.P. Nate Dogg, he was still with us at the time. He came out. It was something about the layout of the set list because you have both the brand new shit and the classic shit. And even back then, the classic shit wasn't that old yet. It was old, but it wasn't that old yet. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So for me, I'm not gonna lie. My level of love for Hove, X, and Meth and Red, and that whole bill today.
Oh, Ja Rule was also.
Oh, Ja Rule as well.
That's right.
That my appreciation for that bill today is way different. Today, I would hella go see that bill, no problem, and know the songs, know all the songs. But back then, I didn't know them like that. I knew Dre, Snoop, Cube, M, X, Exhibit. I knew those songs, no problem.
Why you gotta be specific about the X?
You know what I'm saying? I knew those songs. I just happened to be a fan of Jay-Z at that time.
Right.
So I guess at the time we're talking about, I'm 12, 11 at the time. 11-year-old Jay would have said, well, shit, more bang for my buck. I'm going to see Cube in them. More bang for my buck.
What's crazy is what really heightened my I would definitely do the Hard Knock Life tours when Jay-Z was talking about it on the shop.
Right.
And when he said just the level of emotions that was at the concert, because when you go down the set list, you think about it realistically, State Property opened up.
Yep.
Just, trying to get them out the way. Then when the official show started, you got Method Man and Redman, and them niggas put on a show. You're gonna be real tired after going after Method Man and Redman set. Then after that, Ja Rule, and then it was interchangeable between Hove and X. Specifically on the DMX performance, the amount of emotions that was involved in DMX performance, when you hear that doom doom and then the whole crowd go crazy, then right in the middle you hear that like, nigga, I'm here, we finna have a ball. And we already been having a ball. And then ending the whole set with a prayer, and then Jay come out and do what Jay do. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Rock some shit.
We'll just tear some shit apart. Now, like I said, that's not saying that I enjoy that, and which is weird. Here's where the weird part comes in. I enjoy the Up in Smoke tour more than the Hard Knock Life tour.
Right.
I definitely do. To me, the fun experience is what I was more so kind of going for. Because like I said, at the Up in Smoke tour, you about to have all these legit gangsters. You're about to have all these niggas that think they gangster that came there tonight to prove their worth. You're going to have a lot of old heads. Like, it's going to be a mixed bag. That Hard Knock Life tour, that was just literally our era right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, I hear you.
So,
Yeah, I hear you.
but yeah.
I'm gonna go Up a Smoke tour.
Which is understandable. Final one. This one just kind of sucks. So, my bad. Would you rather be trapped in, and there, let me see. Yeah, we got to make it a survivable situation. I know survivable isn't a word, but still. Would you rather be trapped in a lion's den, or, okay, let me not say den. We'll say you're at the zoo. Would you rather be trapped in the lion part or the gorilla part? But they both sleep. Which risk would you rather take?
Well, let's unpack this. We all seen what Harambe did to that little boy. And Harambe took a bullet for that. But he went down kind of easy per se. Bro, once a lion gets you, they got you. There's no real trying to fight back. Like, nah.
The lion wins.
Once they got you, they got you. So
I don't know, because when a gorilla got you, they got you.
It sounds like a not survivable situation, but
I'm saying, which one do you feel as if you have a better chance of getting out of? They're both sleep. And it's the LA zoo, so it's a gang of them motherfuckers in both.
It's like at least a 3-yard run to get to the fucking gate. Oh, God. I'm going to have to go with, I might have the chance and go with the gorillas.
Okay, why is that?
Because I feel like even though gorillas are fast.
Yo, how stressful that would be when Kong wake up and get the open the gate.
I mean, I feel like gorillas are fast, but it's something about, like, I could really catch a gorilla that 9 times out of 10 maybe won't put up a chase. They will, though, likely.
Bro, gorillas.
Any lion, whether young, old, fat, small, cub, adult,
has a shot.
has a shot of catching me. You know, like, they can leap, and I'm fucked out here. So, yeah, bro, I'm gonna have the chance to show some gorillas, man.
Nope, that's my exact one too. Strictly because lions are hunters and they have the hunter sense. So I step on one leaf and Mufasa hit that. And once he sees me, there is no, I gotta protect my pride, so let me just roar and get this guy away from here. No, there's not, I'm gonna go back to sleep because I'm probably tripping. Lions may have fever dreams. I don't know. As soon as he sees me, they go, food. That's all the thought that's there.
No, you, sir, have to die at this point.
You definitely have to go.
Yeah, and I just feel like once again though, and I don't want to speak on harm to these zoo animals. Harambe did go down rather easy. I don't think the same ease would happen with Mufasa if he caught me. And then if he did catch me, well, no question, when he catches me.
I'm about to say if.
When he catches me, and they put them darts in them, like, does he go down just as quick? And if he does go down, whatever piece of his tooth that's in my thigh, does that come out? Or
that's all neck, B. He's stopping you.
You are going down.
Because first of all, that's putting too much disrespect on the lion's name that you're gonna be running fast enough that he has to catch you by your legs. Niggas trotting after me. I'm a big dude. Lion's like, bruh, come on, man.
Like, bruh, you don't just run and I'm not gonna catch you, bruh?
But here's the crazy part. This is gonna sound super weird. Even though I would take my chances with a lion, I feel like a gorilla death may be worse.
Oh, have you seen what a gorilla can do to a human face?
Yeah, what you mean?
Shit.
Gorillas they just sit on you and I'm gonna beat you till you stop moving.
But you gotta catch me first, bitch.
I'm gonna beat you till you stop moving. And even then, when you're not moving no more, I'm gonna keep beating you until I feel until my heart's content that you ain't moving no more. A lion catch you in that one little jugular, bleed to death, I'm his rag doll at this point.
Nah, you gotta catch me first.
Bro, a gorilla's catching you.
Yeah?
A gorilla's definitely catching you.
Okay.
He's gonna try to, he's gonna give you like a little bit of when they get on their little legs and they kind of hit that bow-legged walk.
Right.
He gonna give you a little bit of time with that, but then once he get down on them paws, once he get down on them fists, and they start hitting that Mighty Joe Young gallop, wrap that up. And then, just like
somebody kill him. Somebody kill him. Somebody kill him.
Just like the ostrich, he's like, nigga, just for making me run, I'm fucking you up. Just for making me run.
Just for making me run, I'm fucking you up.
I feel like lions don't take that kind of shit into consideration. I think lions are just like, bro, this is what I do, nigga. I'm gonna run for the fuck of it. This is how we get down. Like, you remember the video of the two gorillas boxing?
The lion is telling you by the time you gas out, I'm just getting that stride.
By the time you gas out, right? I'm just picking up stride, baby.
I got a good stride.
I just got that runner's high. I'm good, nigga. I thought we was having fun, but all right, whatever. We out.
Darn.
There's a video I'm pretty sure everybody saw that's online of two gorillas boxing, and they were like, somebody was like, call the zookeeper. What the fuck is the zookeeper gonna do? You want to know what don't work with gorillas? Hey, break it up. Think about your kids. That shit don't work. You're about to step in between two fucking gorillas. You got me beat to shit at that point.
Nah, no, we good on that one. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the gorillas.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna try to tiptoe on my Jordans, try to get out that gorilla area because, like I said, one leaf.
Even if you hop the gate, a gorilla can also climb very well.
Yeah.
A lion can leap very well. So unless you got incredible hops, and I mean incredible, like Will Chamberlain them.
It's a lot of variables of survival.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go with Mighty Joe Young, Congo.
Yeah, I'm definitely putting up that. And plus, I watched Kong get his ass whooped recently, so we good. I feel like I got a better chance. I feel like he let his whole community down. He set gorillas back 10 years with that L. But getting into some of the things that's been going on. This will be a short episode, by the way, y'all. Again, do apologize for being late. Life be life. And shout out to Hollywood Kev as well. Keep the guy in your prayers. That's all we're gonna say. Keep the guy in your prayers.
Shout out to Hollywood Kev, man.
So what happened with this Alec Baldwin situation?
Oh man, this is a weird situation because we had this conversation last night about what took place on set in New Mexico, a movie called Rust, starring and produced by Alec Baldwin. To which, they bring out this prop gun, and while doing so, the DP, sorry, not the DP, the prop master gives the gun to the first assistant director, and then the first assistant director gives the gun to Alec Baldwin, right? Now, the issue is, if you're on a movie set, handling an actual live firearm, right? If you're on a movie set, they'll give you the code. The code is code gun, which initially means the gun's all good to go. You can flip it, dip it, rub it down, whatever you want to do to it. It's not going to go off when there's nothing wrong with it. However, the guy gave Alec Baldwin that thing and said, and it's on audio, him saying code gun, right?
Now, is it cold gun or cold?
Like COLD
Okay,
gun. So
gotcha.
it's the cold gun. Nothing's happening to it. So what happens is that they give Alec Baldwin the gun, and I assume they're running rehearsals before they actually start filming. Gives Alec Baldwin the gun. Alec Baldwin, in the character, doing his thing, points the gun at the camera to get the shot right, pulls the trigger, an actual bullet comes out. Now, the scary part of the whole situation, well, outside of the whole situation itself, is that there was an actual live round in the gun. These aren't blanks. An actual bullet was in said gun. The bullet goes through Helena Hutchins and hits the director. Right? And now, you know, I've been on movie sets, a few of them. And so when they're shooting a scene that involves live ammunition, number one, in 2021, there should be no fucking reason at all that you still use live rounds or gunpowder.
What would even be the reason to use a live round on a movie?
Well, you don't. You have to use blanks. If you have to use it at all, you have to use blanks. Somebody, and I brought it up earlier, is that this was a low budget production movie. This is a movie that
Somebody brought their gun to the set.
somebody brought their gun to the set, or had their cousin Bo or whatever the fuck. Hey, it's all good to go, and you put a real bullet in there. Or to be on some conspiracy shit, somebody try to set Alec Baldwin up.
But you can't really continue.
I said that to say this, and this could be a full blown stretch. Now, mind you, somebody's going to jail for this shit. That I wholeheartedly believe somebody is going to jail for this, right? Mm-hmm. Because even in 2021, how hard is it to get somebody's baby cousin who's really nice with the editing skills to throw in a muzzle or a flashbang or some shit in post production? You don't need to even have blanks on set anymore because there's no need for it. You know what I'm saying?
You got to be real. As an editor, you got to be real nice with it because
some
of them flashes be looking super junk. Like it's almost like punching a nigga and the sign "POW" pops up. You could have done better.
No, you got to be nice with it. You got to be real nice with it. But what took place was that gun exchanged a few hands before it got to Alec Baldwin. Mm-hmm. So in my personal opinion, Alec Baldwin did nothing wrong. He was merely an actor on set getting ready to do a scene. Same thing with Brandon Lee, even though he was the one that was shot. Same thing. They brought the gun and said it was a cold gun. And it was, in fact, a cold gun. But then what?
I was going to say the Brandon Lee situation was different as they, that one was, it didn't have a live round. It had like a piece of lead or something like that.
Well, no, the gun that killed him was fired at close range.
Right.
So even though it's a blank, if you're close to it, it can still fuck you up. It may not be fatal, but it could definitely still fuck you up. You know what I'm saying? Because the gunpowder that's in it and whatever shit that comes into a gun that makes the gun go off. This situation here, they pulled an actual bullet out of the director. The same bullet that went through the DP, a bullet, by the way, not blanks, a full-blown bullet goes through the DP and hits the director. DP dies at the hospital. She's like, I don't think she made it outside the ambulance truck.
Yeah, it went through her chest.
She died immediately. The movie has been postponed indefinitely.
What?
I don't believe they're going to go back to filming this. This is done for. Now, it gets crazy because, bruh, like every controversial thing to take place, there's a backstory.
Oh, of course.
The crew walked off set 2 days prior. Complaining about what? Safety issues. Also, 2 days prior, the same day, one day before, I think another day prior before that, they had 2 other gun misfires on set. Now, those were blanks. But guess what? The crew said, I don't feel safe here.
Shit ain't really happening right now.
So considering the fact that by the time this horrible incident took place, there's no union workers there. These are all independent contractors that are working on the movie set. So almost like everybody who's there right now is to blame.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I just want to say personally for me, first of all, rest in peace to Helena Hutchins. That's a
definitely.
Oh my God, I couldn't imagine that'd be the way somebody would leave this earth doing something that you enjoy doing, that you've been doing for a long period of time, and you leave this earth with a bullet through you. Like, and the sad part is when they say cold gun, everybody on set should be like, oh, cool. When you say those words cold gun, that means I have nothing to worry about. This is a prop. This is for sure a prop. Mm-hmm. So to know that you're filming this with the idea of cold gun, and then you got your star pointing at you with the gun so you can get the shot right, pull the trigger for effect, and actually get shot. Someone has to do time for this.
Oh yeah,
no question.
I know the nigga that handed him a gun definitely skedaddled right off set. Like, nope.
He got in this Ford F-150 and got ghosted.
But yeah, that is unfortunate, especially for Alec Baldwin. Well, it's more so unfortunate for the young lady who passed away, for her and her family. I did see that the husband says he doesn't hold any fault to Alec Baldwin. So.
Well, that and Alec Baldwin's definitely a real one because he went and saw the husband and the son the very next day.
Which you got to respect because yeah, y'all are dealing with the trauma of your wife, and your mother being killed unceremoniously during the film shoot, like you said, doing what she loved. But I'm the trigger man. I for sure didn't think I was gonna kill anybody. I'm just as fucked up as y'all are for this.
Yeah, and watch her take the shot.
In a lot of respects, I'm probably more fucked up because I killed somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a PTSD that doesn't leave.
Right.
You know what I mean? That doesn't leave people when they intend to kill somebody. You accidentally kill somebody. You know what I mean? So that's a different place to be. So definitely much respect to Alec Baldwin on that one. Random ass switch. But before I get into the last subject, you remember the girl that did the slap a teacher challenge, the high schooler that beat the shit out of the disabled teacher? I think it's like Larissa Jackson or something like that.
Slap back?
No, the teacher was disabled.
Oh, that's right.
You didn't see the video?
No, I didn't.
So there's a video of this grown, because she's 18, and during the slap a teacher challenge, she just starts teeing off on the teacher. So she's looking at 10 years because she's 18.
Right.
Do you believe that there are people actually like, she's a child, she shouldn't be on trial? Like, y'all saw the video, right? This 18-year-old beat the shit out of this disabled teacher. Like,
and y'all quit to call 18 grown, so guess what? She grown.
Exactly.
Deal.
we
deal with it.
We can't go back and forth with that. But and I'm all for, supporting black, helping black, and protecting black above all.
But wrong is wrong.
But sometimes you can't fight. Every battle ain't just,
Yeah, like they're not just after you, bro. Wrong is wrong. Fuck all that.
You know what I'm saying? Is she gonna get the 10 years? Nah. If anything, she'll probably get probation, house arrest. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be that. But we can't be too shocked that this nigga was out here throwing out time. She beat the shit out of a disabled teacher for TikTok.
Serves you right.
You know what I'm saying?
No, unfortunately, I don't feel any sympathy for you. You did that dumb shit, so you can go ahead and sit down for that dumb shit. I do want to ask you, though, in the wake of the George Floyd, whatever the white cop name is, whatever, I'm not going to say it. He got time. We're now in jury selection for our Ahmaud Arbery's case. Mm-hmm. Since we saw the cop get time, or their version of time, what do you expect and or hope out of hopefully a guilty verdict from the 3 white guys that killed Ahmaud Arbery?
The hope is a guilty verdict and them throwing the book at them only because they hunted Ahmaud Arbery.
Right.
This man was jogging on his own, and they went and got their guns, and
the
neighbor pursued him, jumped out on him, and Ahmaud Arbery had to fight off two niggas with guns. To which you see one of them pull the trigger, which that's still troubling because you could see the fucking blood cloud, which lets you know how close this fucking gun was to Ahmaud Arbery. They hunted him.
Right.
And then you can't even justify why you hunted him because everyone in the neighborhood says he jogs this way every fucking day. Just because y'all ain't never seen him before, we're saying we've seen him. You know what I mean? So yeah, they hunted him. So I hope that it's a guilty verdict and they throw the book at him. What I expect is some bullshit, and now that COVID is kind of trying to, dwindle, ease up in the streets, which is not, but people are definitely acting like it. It's going to be another rally. I guess we're kind of overdue for a protest.
I give you that. I definitely give you that. Me myself, I guess you say I have blind hope. The issue with the cop that killed George Floyd, I felt the same way. I felt like you are gonna get off and we're just gonna be pissed and stay pissed off until the next one happens. Hopefully not, it won't be immediately, but that's what we're expecting. So the fact that they hit him with a guilty and hit him with some time, I'm like, okay, cool. This one, like you said, he was hunted. And it's all these cell phone videos that just indicate like, yeah, you guys have no remorse for what you did.
No, not at all.
And then not to mention the dad is a retired cop and guys, he has plugs all over the city. And then they come to find out the fucking DA of all people helped them, kind of cover the case up. Like it's too many variables as to what's going to happen to these three dudes. And Ahmaud is not here to defend himself. And or if he was, we wouldn't be in this situation. Mm-hmm. But just for me, I'm just like, could we repeat again and make sure that this black man's attackers, they now have they gotta see justice now too, or we're one and done in it.
No, trust me, they're gonna one and done it. Well, let me not say they're going to. Something will stick. Right. Something will stick. What? I have no clue, but something will stick. Maybe.
Not murder one, but manslaughter.
Maybe. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm not necessarily holding out for a guilty verdict. And if it is a guilty verdict, I'm not necessarily holding out for true justice to be served. You know what I'm saying? Because that whole, mistake, fear for my life, yada, 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 all that shit seems to work at times. And, R.I.P. George Floyd, and I am happy that cop got the time, but that was just okay, can y'all shut the fuck up time, you know what I'm saying?
It felt like, okay, listen, we got him in there, he's going away for a long period of time. Are we good now?
Are we cool? Are we straight?
It felt that way.
You know what I'm saying? So that's all that was. So I'm not really holding out for any true victory with the Ahmaud Arbery case, but we'll see what happens.
Word.
Real quick, I do want to kind of touch on this only because of the conversation we had in the last episode. I guess now this is kind of the reverse. I guess this is more so the supportive side. Boosie finally just lost his whole shit on the gay community. Well, Lil Nas X to be specific.
You know what's funny? Rach, shout out to Rach, and shout out to E. Carice at 702.5. They seem to believe that Boosie is low key like hiding the fact that he's actually gay.
See, I strongly doubt that.
I strongly doubt it.
I think Boosie is just your classic homophobe hood nigga. Like, that's it. He's definitely pre-PC, if you will. You gotta remember, Boosie came out of jail to a whole new world.
Yeah, you're right.
Boosie came out of jail to a whole new world. Everything different.
Listen, man, I've always said, and I'll continue to say, why the fuck do you care?
And care so much.
You care so deeply about it. Like, why do you care? You know what I'm saying? And some of the things that Boosie has said, while I don't agree, I see his point. I definitely see your point. I don't agree with your point, but I see it.
About what, as far as the trolling or?
The trolling is one thing because, bro, Lil Nas X was trolling before he even got a fucking deal.
Right.
So this is just nothing new. He's just really good at Twitter. He's better than you are. But
better than everybody.
But I'm more so like, as far as, how it's the whole agenda that he's pushing and how the media wants to make your kids gay or yada. Like, all right, so there's truth and there's like, you kind of wild into that, because I don't believe that. I don't believe that for 1 minute.
I think I saw the funniest response to something like that, where it says the media trying to make your kids gay. And somebody gay was like, I've been watching straight people kiss for years, and I ain't never wanted a woman. I thought that shit was hilarious.
That's the point. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, but the latest issue with Boosie now has now gone beyond trying to explain. Like, wait a minute, wait, what? Boosie. I think you need to go see a counselor, bro.
Bro, he had some anger. He been waiting
now is nuts.
He been waiting to say that to the Lil Nas X ever since their names were attached to each other. Because first of all, he dropped the F-bomb and then told his nigga to kill himself. And he said, think about it, no one will miss you. Like, whoa. And then I had to look into the story more.
Why does he make you so mad?
That's the crazy part. I looked into the story more. It's only because Lil Nas X put out a video saying that him and Boosie gonna make a song together. That was his troll. I see your face. That was his troll. He was saying like, me and Boosie working on, everything good, working on music with each other. Don't get me wrong. I can't fucking stand.
Fuck that, you lying. You're fucking lying. No, you lying.
I can't stand trolls. Like, trolls get on my goddamn nerves. But if anything, that was a very innocent troll. It was an innocent troll, and it was also calculated because you knew this is about to set Boosie aflame. Because they knew as soon as Boosie homeboy come to her, you make a song with Lil Nas X, you literally see the steam from other niggas in here.
Kill you.
Niggas said, nah, here we go. F word.
I mean, listen.
Now we've crossed the bridge.
I feel like Lil Nas X literally made that statement because he, like you said, he knew for a fact Boosie's gonna hear this shit and get pissed.
Right.
And his message, you making a song with Lil Nas X? Well, who? Nas. Lil Nas X.
Like, nah, Nas ain't never called me.
He warmed up that F so strong, like. He just lost it. You know what I'm saying?
He typed that shit with caps.
Did they pull that video?
No, it was a tweet. They pulled the tweet, but all the after tweets are still up.
And then you wonder why Mark Zuckerberg don't fuck with you, Boosie. You do too much. Chill out.
First off, fucking Mark Zuckerberg. But what's so crazy? Like, the evolution of the Boosie hate has just continued to just grow and grow, because when it first came out that Lil Nas X was gay, Boosie tweeted, and it was a pretty timely tweet, and he should have just left it there. Right. He tweeted out, well, I guess we know what he was riding on. And I was like, clever. You know what I'm saying?
I would just end it there.
Stay there. Stay right there. Not Boosie. No, not Boosie. I just hate the fact that how he acts is being defended as being a real nigga. I'm kind of tired of how black men are supposed to carry themselves is defined by how the hood considers a real nigga. Like, that shit's getting a little fucking annoying.
A little bit. It's such a overused, overcooked expression title. Like, that's a real nigga right there. But who are you to tell me what defines a quote unquote real nigga?
Right. Who are you to give me that stamp?
You know and then when you have certain people who like try to break it down, like, oh shit, let me tell you something, nigga. If I got you, nigga, I knock a bank off. I'll do X, Y, Z. I'll rob the nigga down. Da, da, da. How does that make you a real nigga? So real nigga means you're doing crime,
right? Real nigga means you're just doing all this extra street shit. And I'm like, hey, look, that's y'all. Do you live your life? But the fact that has become so a part of the ethos that when it comes down to a black man being a real nigga, I'm like, I guess I don't want to be a real nigga. I want to be a man, like above all.
I want to be a civilian. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes that being a real nigga comes with too much of a high price, and I can't do it.
But yeah, man. But that's kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it does get annoying because this gets mistaken for what a real black man is supposed to be. at least from a media standpoint. You know what I'm saying? This is why you deal with so many of these misconceptions of black men, because the niggas that we allow to represent us on a wider scale be out here doing wild shit like this. Like I said, Boosie act like Lil Nas X fucked his son.
Boosie act like Lil Nas X touched him. I mean, like the very thought of it just makes Boosie just itch.
It's like, Boosie, you made it so far in your career being a hood street nigga rapper, and now is when you decide to start being homophobic. Like, and it's one of those things where it's like, you know, at first people was like, man, Boosie homophobic. He's just speaking the truth. Like, nah, that's homophobic. I'm sorry, bro. Even when it goes about how you feel about the definition of phobia, whatever the case is, at the end of the day, the nigga continuously chooses to go after him. So it's like, I don't know, man. Like it does get a little off, but the thing is, there isn't going to be any cancellation of. Well, I don't know. I'm kind of curious to see what happens going forward, because Boosie has kind of, you know, had that resurgence of his career after getting out of prison because of the Free Boosie movement. So he's been doing shows, you know what I'm saying? He's been doing interviews and shit like that. But I wonder if cancel culture is going to come for him. Or, now this is kind of slipping back to the last conversation, because we see that Dave Chappelle has been getting a lot of, being in his shows blackballed, his movie blackballed. And they're pretty much in the process of trying to cancel Chappelle.
But you can't, though.
You definitely can't. But they're in the process of trying, and it's working in some ways, because some film festivals they won't run his documentary because of Boosie's fan base. But Boosie's still getting this mainstream attention. Will we see something be affected that way, or are we going to show a hypocrisy here? Like, oh well, Boosie only speaks to the gutter filth. We don't worry about them. Dave Chappelle has white fans, so we got to get him up out of here.
But you know what? But let's be real. As fucked up as that sounds, it's kind of true.
Yeah, you know, that's exactly where they're gonna go with it.
You have cats to be like, listen, bro, Boosie don't talk for me, because he don't. Boosie talk for motherfuckers who feel like they're in the same, but that feels like the gay dude is taking over America, and it's a weird parallel to just. What these people are doing to you. They're doing nothing to you. Absolutely nothing to you. But yet, the very thought of them doing something that you don't agree with, and it burns you so bad.
Time to get on Twitter.
You gotta just let your figure. And then you wonder why none of these publications will fuck with you.
Boosie's still moving.
Boosie, he's still moving.
Boosie's definitely
he put out
moving.
what's this movie called? My Struggle, whatever the fuck, and made like $20, whatever.
37.
Or whatever. But I'm just saying, like, there's nothing really worth going down the path of. Let me just express my feelings and say I hate this person, and just expect that nothing's gonna happen to me in return.
Not in my lowest 2021. But anyway, like we said, it was going to be a quick episode. We're going to go ahead and slide on up out of here. Did you want to let people know where they can find you?
Yeah. Did you already drop the joint? Or make it
I guess by now, yeah. So this Saturday, October 30th, there will be another grudge match before we go into the tournament.
Together again.
It will be myself and Jay Alonzo. We will be going back head to head, hit for hit in moguls. Puff Daddy versus Jermaine Dupri. We are doing this as versus won't. That's kind of been like the whole theme of grudge match. We're just taking what versus won't do. So that's going to be October 30th. Make sure y'all tune in for that. And yeah, definitely come and enjoy yourselves. You gotta let people know where they can find you.
I'm on all the social medias at official Jay Alonzo, Instagram, man, Facebook, Twitter, and Snapchat. Holla at me, man. I'm always there.
At Big Los IG on IG. Of course, everything The Noize Podcast at The Noize Podcast on Instagram, Facebook, and IG. And of course, everything Beat Network at BeatNetworkOnline.com. As always, we appreciate you guys tuning in. As always, we appreciate the support. And as always, Big Los. Shout out to Hollywood Kev. This is The Noize.